Hi, I'm Willie with H5 Technology. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, in the last UniFi video, we set up voice over IP, VLAN, and we looked at quality of service and things like that. And then on the switch, we saw that LLDP was running, and we didn't really talk too much about that. Some people commented on it, so I wanted to follow back and talk about LLDP. So what LLDP is, it is a link layer discovery protocol. So when you think about LLDP, think about CDP, the Cisco Discovery Protocol. LLDP allows devices to know what the other device is, what kind of capabilities it has. Then on top of that standard, so LLDP is the standard. CDP, Cisco Discovery Protocol, and there's JDP, there's all kinds of other discovery protocols, but LLDP is the standard. What they did was they added to it, and it's LLDP-MED, LLDP-MED, and that actually stands for Link Layer Discovery Protocol Media Endpoint Discovery, and this is more voice over IP specific. So when we told that switch port that our voice VLAN was VLAN 2, or whatever the VLAN was, I think it was 2, then if it talks to a phone, it knows to automatically put that phone into the voice over IP VLAN. So let's take a look at that. So on our switch, we'll pull it up. We've got port 7 is just the all profile. Then we've got port 6, which is DOS Lab. So what we're going to do is first we're going to plug into port 7 with our Cisco phone. Now the Cisco phone should speak LLDP. And then we're going to come over to clients and we're going to see what IP address it has. And then if it doesn't get put into the VLAN because we're just using the all there, then we'll go to that port that we configured in the last video with the voice VLAN, and we'll take a look at that profile. But let's make sure this works. So what I've got is I have this Cisco 7945, and I believe this is the one I want to use. Anyway, we're going to plug this in and see if it can get an IP and all that good stuff. We'll be right back. Alright, time for a little full disclosure. So I thought I grabbed the wrong phone. That 7945, I need to load special firmware on it so I can make it work with my system. So I grabbed the SPA 502G. So that's what we're going to use for this. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to plug this into port 7, which does not have the voice VLAN specified. So we're going to plug that into port 7, and this switch is going to, or the phone is going to power up. You can see it's powering up, and it's going to take a few seconds here. It's going to power up. So we're going to let it go through its cycle, and we will be right back. It's actually still booting. While it's doing that, let's take the opportunity to go back to our switch port profile and refresh you what the DOS Lab profile does. If you pull it up, the native network is LAN, and we are tagging VoIP, but then we are specifying the voice network to be VoIP VLAN 2. So if you don't remember, that's exactly how this switch port profile is set up. We're going to cancel out of this. Phone is booted up, so if we come over to clients, now it's not showing the IP address yet, but it should be 192.168.4 dot something, probably 6 or 8, I would imagine. Okay, it's 4.10. Surprised me. Surprised even me that it grabbed 4.10. Alright, so you can see that that is in port 7, which has the switch port profile all, and it is grabbing, it shows it's in the LAN connection, switch 1, port number 7, and it's got a 192.168.4 address. So now when we take this and we move it over to port number 6, which has the DOS Lab profile, we should get an IP address in the voice over IP network. So let's try that out real quick. Okay, so I moved the phone from port 7 to port 6. So you're going to see the status on the switch over here change. Anytime. Phone's got power. Phone is booting. There it goes. Did change. So we should still see this name, but we should see it get a different IP. So we're going to let this boot and we'll be right back. Alright, so the phone booted up while I was looking away. This refreshed. You can see now that the phone is in the 192.168.2 network. It's got 2.6 and it is on the voice over IP plugged into port number 6. So we did not have to change any of the configuration on the phone. The phone talked to the system. The system found out that it was a phone that it could talk to, so it went ahead and configured the phone to be in the proper VLAN. So now you're probably wondering what else LLDP can do. Well, LLDP can, you know, if the device is supported, that you can find out all kinds of capabilities and things like that. But this was specific to the voice, and this should make your life a lot easier if you have a voice over IP VLAN, which you should, and you have a lot of phones. You can just plug these things in and go. Now, a lot of people that I work with, well, not a lot, I would say that there are still some people who have a completely separate wire run for voice over IP, and that's cool. That makes things really easy. But for people who are using a truly converged network, so our Ethernet cable goes to our phone, and then from our phone to our PC, the next thing to test here is to take my PC and plug it into the back of the phone and see what happens. So right now you can see that my PC is plugged into switch 1, port number 2, and I've got the IP address of 192.168.4.7. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my PC out of port number 2. I'm going to plug it into the back of the phone, and we're going to see what happens. Taking it out of port 2. Plug it into the back of the phone. If the IT gods are not angry, should stay in the regular LAN, and everything should work like we want. So I just refreshed the screen. You can see that the link light did go out. I did not lose connection here. I'll refresh this again, and now you can see my PC is plugged into switch 1, port number 6. But it's actually plugged into the back of the phone. So LLDP did its job. So the way that port is configured, the LAN is the native network, 2 is the voice. So we could change this to any combination of the two. And so you can see how this can save you a lot of time and a lot of frustration. Just set it up. You know, as long as I did see a comment on the last UniFi video that said that one of the major phone manufacturers, and I can't, Mitel maybe, apparently doesn't work with the UniFi system. This is a Cisco, and I know the Grandstream works. So, and I have a Polycom to test. I can't imagine that it's not going to work, but that's it. So set up your voice VLAN, set up your switch port profile. If you've got any kind of voice over IP, I really strongly suggest that you do this. It'll save you a lot of time, especially you'll find out once you put one phone on the network, then they multiply like rabbits. But that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please comment and share. Please follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Please, if you need consulting for voice over IP, network security, any of that stuff, go to h5llc.com and fill out that contact form, and somebody will help you out as soon as possible. We also have the Discord channel. The link's down there. Charlie's our admin, and he does an awesome job. We do have an Amazon affiliate shop down there, and features all of the products you see us use here on the channel. And as always, thank you again, and we'll see you in the next video.